Hello students, welcome to the class today. So today I will discuss with you about the physical and the chemical change. That is the third part of this chapter. So what is the physical property of a substance? Physical property of a substance are like rigidity, color, fluidity, boiling point, melting point, density or the hardness. These all are the physical properties. And what is the physical change? When physical property of a substance change, it is called as the physical change. For example, in the case of ice, when ice is converted into water or water is converted into water vapor, so this brings a change in physical properties. Why? Because we convert a substance from one state to another stage, such as solid into liquid or vice versa. So this kind of a change is called as physical change. So these are the example I have given in this physical change. Next is the chemical property of a substance. The chemical change of a substance is known as the chemical property, such as odor or chemical composition. So the chemical change is what? When the chemical properties or a chemical composition of a substance get altered or get changed, it is called as the chemical change. And this whole reaction is called as the chemical reaction. So here I have given the example. The example of chemical change are burning of wood, souring milk, mixing acid or bases, or digesting food, cooking an egg, rusting of iron. These all are the example of chemical change. Move on to the next type of pure substances. There are two type of pure substances. One is elements and another one is compounds. What are elements? Elements is the simplest form of matter and it cannot be broken down into further elements by chemical reaction. For example, students, एग्जाम्पल आप ऑक्सीजन ले लो, सिर्फ ओ ले लो. ऑक्सीजन इज अ मॉलिक्यूल, इट इज़ नॉट अ एलिमेंट. सपोज एन नाइट्रोजन, ओनली एन, आई एम कंसिडरिंग ओनली एन. सपोज एन ए, दैट इज सोडियम. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हाइड्रोजन, एच, not H2, you have to consider only the element, not the molecule or the compound. So we consider element is the simplest form of matter. For example, these are the metal I have given: silver, mercury, copper, gold. These are all are the metal substances. Metals are lustrous, shiny in appearance. Metal conduct heat and electricity. They have silver gray or gold yellow in color. They hammer, we can hammer metal and form them in a thin sheet, which is called as a property of a metal called malleability. We can convert metal into wires. This is also a property of a metal, which is ductility. Very, very important. Metal always produce a ringing sound if they are hit, which is called as a sonorous. The metals are sonorous. Ductility and the malleability properties these all are the properties of a metal. So next is non-metal. Non-metal is carbon, iodine, chlorine, oxygen, hydrogen, etc. So non-metal do not conduct any heat and electricity. They are not sonorous, lustrous or ductile. Non-metals have varied colors. They have different colors in appearance. So, and metalloids are what? The properties of metal and the elements containing the properties of metal and non-metals are called as metalloids. They show some properties of metal and some properties of non-metal. So these are the example I have given. Another one is compound. It is a substance that consists of two or more substances. For example, water. Water is a compound. It is made up of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So it consists of 2 or more substances. These are the substances are combined chemically with each other in a fixed proportion, and the properties of a compound are different than that of its constituents. For example, ammonium sulfate, sulfur chloride, water, etc. So what are the difference between mixture and compounds? Properties of a mixture reflect the properties of a material, and no uniform composition is present in the mixture, and it can be separated by a physical means. but in compound it cannot be separated by physical means. They have the definite composition and different properties from the, they contain different properties from that of the element that make up the compounds. So these are all the differences. This difference is also given in the NCERT. You can refer to that also. So this is all about the third part of the chapter. Please go through the video, and I will provide you this PDF into the Google Classroom. Go through it and study thoroughly. Thank you.